So it is quite common to hear a lot of people talk about giving feedback and giving advice for giving feedback, making sure that the feedback is constructive and different methods of giving that feedback that you need to. But very rarely does anybody ever tackle the topic of actually receiving or hearing the feedback that somebody is giving to you. And in my experience, it's very straightforward because what you need to remember is just to never take feedback too personally. When you take feedback too personally, what happens is you end up taking offense. If you take offense, then it's going to impact on your productivity. It's going to impact on the way that you perceive the person that's giving you the feedback, and it's going to affect your whole day. And in some cases, that could go on to affect your relationship with that person and your productivity moving forward. Remember that feedback is somebody's opinion. Whenever anybody gives feedback, my ears are always open because I'll always take anybody's feedback. Feedback is really, really important for self-development. How can you improve something if you don't know that you could be doing it any better? And actually asking for people's feedback is a great way of gauging how you're actually performing. But remember, it's only somebody's opinion. Whenever anybody gives you any feedback, my advice to you would be to ask yourself a very simple and straightforward question. That question is, do I accept or do I agree with the feedback that they're giving me? It's a very straightforward question to ask yourself, but based on the answer depends on how you're going to approach the feedback. Because if you agree with the feedback they give you, you can take it on board, you can learn from it and develop from that feedback moving forward. But equally as straightforward is if you make the decision that you don't agree with that feedback, there's absolutely no point taking it too personally. There's no point arguing over it and ending up in a massive big disagreement with the person. Just make that decision in your head. I don't agree with their feedback. Thank them for the feedback anyway. The decision you're going to take is just not to let it affect you and just to let it go straight over the top of your head. It's that straightforward and simple when receiving feedback, but never shy away from receiving feedback. If anybody says, hey, can I give you some feedback? Always say, yes, that'd be great. I'd love to hear your feedback. But remember the question afterwards, do I agree with the feedback? If you do, accept it, learn from it, and develop from it. If the answer is no, you don't agree with it, don't feel you need to engage in a conversation or a debate about it. Make that decision. I don't agree with it. Let it go over the top of your head and move on and enjoy the rest of your day. Simple.